Here's how I got rid of a covert narcissist. So the covert narcissist, he tries to pretend to be this nice, perfect little guy, but often plays the victim. He's very sneaky. So trying to be a friend and trying to help him out, I was sucked into this, and here's how I got out. So first, sometimes you meet someone like this and you're wondering, how come every time I meet this person, I feel horrible for like 2 or 3 days? And you keep thinking about the conversation. Well, maybe I didn't explain everything well, or what's going on here? You're thinking, what's going on here a lot, because they keep flip-flopping their position. You know, they're on 2 extremes of a topic, you know, meaning you never know who you're going to meet. So one day you meet him and he says, money is totally evil. And the next time you meet him, he says, I'm going to make as much money as possible. So it's like, what's going on here with this guy, right? And that happens with many, many different topics and many other things. They'll complain about people, and then next time you meet them and you say, how's that problem with so-and-so? What are you talking about? And then you become the bad guy, right? It's like, whoa, what's going on here, right? They're always changing the masks on you. So one book that helped me was The 4-Hour Workweek by Tim Ferris, right? And in that book was the 80-20 rule. And the 80-20 rule states that 80% of your stress is from 20% of your customers, or 80% of your stress is from 20% of the people you know. So if you cut that 20% out, then your life is much less stressful. So you identify those people, like this guy, and one of the ways you can check if they really want to be your friend or not, too, is also copying the way they talk to you. So when they don't respond to your texts, and then they do, and it's short and sassy, you know, if you do the same thing to them, what happens? Well, with the covert narcissist I was dealing with, the test worked really well because I started to ignore his text a little, and then I gave short, little, concise answers, and he blew up. He exploded on me. So, okay, there it is right there. And, you know, he asked me for advice, but he didn't like the advice I was saying, and he didn't want to go with that. So he told me, if you don't do things my way, then you're out. So if you gave me an ultimatum and said, you don't want to be my friend if I don't do things your way, well, to me, that's an easy way out. Thanks, bye, I'll take the door, you know, and that's what I did. So I said bye. I hope you get therapy, and I hope your life gets better. Bye. And things were much less stressful for me after that. So the 80-20 rule works, and then, like Tim Ferris said, copy how they talk to you and see what they do. Good luck.